Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, we're on the way. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Oh, what has happened here? And he thumps it clear. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Oh, they could be caught out here. In towards the back stick. Impressive jump. Upamecano is there to clear. He's in a great position here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Well, that is one way to stop him. No foul, says the referee. And the pass is intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Barcola receives it in a wide position. Barcola. Oh, that's neat. France still without a single shot on target. Madueke, he's got away. Very nicely done. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. O'Reilly gets across to intercept that. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Dembele. Doué is on. Big chance! Goal! France! And there is your opener. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Madueke, terrific effort! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Le numéro 23, pour le remplacer, le numéro 9.
That pass isn't the best. Barcola going face-to-face with his great rival. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Barcola. It's a pretty loose pass. France already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Space for him to turn and look.
There they go, hunting again.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good take in a good area. Stones tries to clear. Oh, important interception. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cherki! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. France making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Doué makes a move down the right. That's going right the way across. Now it's Barcola. Swings it. Doué! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Gordon plays the return pass. Elise. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Konsa. Now it's Kane. Spread out to the left.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chouameni. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
So, into the second half. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And here's Gordon. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out of play for a goal kick. Upamecano. Now it's Mbappe. He's looking wide. Wakola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Kane. Played out towards the right wing. No outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thinks about the shot. And he whips it, and the shot! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Bellingham. Spread it left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Doué. Doué! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Le numéro 7.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there. Kane really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Doué looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Bellingham. Now it's Gordon. Knocks it into space. shot could be on, and it's made its way to him. Cherki tries to thread one through. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's been caught napping. This looks... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
England can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Attention, changement.
A case now of complete control. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Eze. That's a good ball out wide. Kane. That is a brilliant interception. That's going to go a long way. And here's Eze. And he's running through, and he shoots! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Rashford getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tchouaméni defending his corner stubbornly. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Eze looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chance! And no mistake! They're back within reach! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That has been slung wide. Eze.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's O'Reilly.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kane herring after the ball here. Now it's Mbappe. Rashford. And this is Kane. Eze. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Doué. Could move up a gear here. And here's Mbappe. Where it came from. Rice. Kane. Now it's Eze. Over to the right flank. And that was asking for too much. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. The less said about that pass, the better. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
France really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we rise now for the English national anthem. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways, Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. So it's away we go then. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
What a throw in. Barcola going face-to-face with his great rival. He's through here. Bellingham. And the counter-attack is on for England. Oh, good spread.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Kane! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he gets rid in a hurry.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. Anderson. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. O'Reilly. This looks promising. Strokes it. And a chance! There it is!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Hernandez. Nicely shaped ball. Cherky is flagged offside. Anderson. Konsa, Rice, and it's Stones. Konsa, now O'Reilly, it's a quick ball upfield. Great defending, strong and determined. There's the crossfield ball. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's the keeper's ball. Bellingham gets flagged offside.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Barcola. And they can counter here. And that's a throw-in.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Over to the right flank. Olise. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is Dembele. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Bellingham. Nicely spread. Madueke. And it's James. Now Konsa. Rice. And it's Bellingham. Distributed tidily. Madueke has the space to scheme. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Dembele. He's got a chance for a shot! Konsa pokes it out wide. Gordon. Olise. Doué.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Bellingham. Bellingham. That's put paid to the danger. And he's there to clear it. That is good strength. Mignon deals with that nice and simple. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's fizzed it forward.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Chouameni and Cherki, and it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. And the finish! Oh, it's gone in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
James gets into a good position. Anderson. Madueke. Spread to the right. Chouameni with the clearance. Hernandez. Cherki. Now Barcola. And it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. Doué receives it in a good position here. Oh, that was brilliantly defended. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 29.
Second period then underway.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, good take, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gordon really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mbappe. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Madueke has it in a wide position. Oh, right place, right time. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Doué. France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Doué. Now it's Olise. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Madueke. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to play it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shot at goal! They want to be quick to recover this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Just too much on that. Anderson. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Cherki. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's dealt with that really well.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ambitious ball here. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
England clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Cherki fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Bellingham. Now it's Kane. Now it's Bellingham. It's a really well-measured ball. England have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Dembele chasing after it. Rapidly. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's found a way through. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He is through here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Upamecano. And it's Koundé. Elise. Rogers.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Anderson does well to get it back. Eze.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's managed to get free. Eze is having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get... In he goes again! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might...
And that is as far as it goes. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France really looked like they were just second to everything.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Stones does really well to win the ball there. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. O'Reilly really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Doué gets into a good position. Pickford claims comfortably. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, strongly challenged there. Good ball, good take.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Oh, it's Dembele. O'Reilly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Chouameni distributed tidily. Elise knocks it into space. Great ball, and Doué! That's another chance against the crossbar. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez scooting forward. He's shifting through the gears here. Caught offside that time. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham. James. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. The ball's gone astray and reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a shot. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Well, he's had a decent crack at it.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Gordon might just make this. O'Reilly. Some front-footed pressing going on here. James. Rice. O'Reilly. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. O'Reilly. Here's Gordon. And back it goes. And here's Kane. Over to the right flank. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And he's there to clear it. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Now it's Gordon. Gordon, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bellingham. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. England clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Goes for a shot! Of course! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
France have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Anderson. Dembele. And the counter is on. Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
A few ironic cheers tell the story. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mbappe threads one in. That's Dembele. Cross in, looks like a good one. That's a decent clearance.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different. France are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Just about up to the hour now. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's played in low. Oh, well played, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
England can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Konsa So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Gordon. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a good ball out wide. Saka wants to run onto this. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Rashford. It's not an especially good pass, that. Now it's Mbappe. That's going right the way across. And that has put paid to that. Konsa did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He is through here. Goes looking wide. Oh, important interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That has not gone well. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Stones. Eze.
The bottom line is pressing so effective. That's why everybody's doing it now.
Now Anderson. And here's Kane. I think we're just about done here. Well timed, excellent interception.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Rashford. Can he get onto this?
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's neat. Koundé wins the duel this time. Cherki. Eze. Looking for the run. O'Reilly receives it in a good position here. Saliba gets it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that's it. France can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
France really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cafu, that's headed upfield. And no, he's seen through all of that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tacho makes the interception. Dani Olmo, spread it left. Cleared without hesitation, and it's Olmo. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Ball swung, oh, great leap! Harmlessly behind. Nicely shaped ball. Hazard going face-to-face with his great... And he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Well, that is one way to stop him. This is a promising build-up. De Ligt. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dani Olmo. Hazard. And it's Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Quarter of an hour played. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Now the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Yamal ventures forward. He is through here. Cafu. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's well spotted. Now he's off and running. Merino looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Referee's given a throw. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Merino. Dani Olmo. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And he's there to clear it. Murillo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's going wide left. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Great vision. Crosses it in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. How very smart. He just got it right.
Very good finish, but that back line could have dealt with it an awful lot better. I'm not sure what their plan was, but it's not coming off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? 30 minutes gone. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messi. Cafu. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's there to belt it away. That has been slung wide. That's very neat. Mikel Merino did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Dani Olmo crosses. That's a decent clearance. Played it again.
Well played and well cleared.
Header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now it's Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And this is Messi. Takes it. Oh, good angle. Oh, crossbar! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Cafu. Aimed beyond the defence. He has a look up. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Paris Saint-Germain undoubtedly the happier side at the break, up by 2, but it must be said even that looks unconvincing under these circumstances. Down to business again. Looking for options for movement. Close. He's having a shot! Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Messi going forward. And Dani Olmo, played out to the left flank. And it's Serginho. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Great chance! Murillo, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Azar. And here's Shevchenko. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, well played.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
De Ligt. Cafu. He's ended up in no man's land. Oh, can he get onto this? Cafu. Shevchenko. Looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Flashes it across, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Engages and forces him off the... He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal's cross. The keeper gets his hands on it. And here's Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dani Olmo can so cleverly bypass the press. Azar, and he welcomes it in. He's in one-on-one, and the shot! Oh, he's done it! They willed it, and it happened! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that ends it! What an ending! How about that?
Paris Saint-Germain did extremely well to deliver a performance that was ultra-professional. They were resolute throughout, and despite going behind, they never wavered from their ambition to find the necessary. Great job.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Attention, attention, le trafic risque d'être très dense dès le coup de sifflet final.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The strains of the national anthem of Colombia. Serginho, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
So off we go then. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Turns back here, probably the best option. Munoz. James. And it's Lerma. Mojica. This looks promising. Cross needs to be good. Serginho attempts a clearance. Dani Olmo. Oh, can he get onto this? And Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Picked out brilliantly. Out of play for a goal kick. Serginho. And it's Azar. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Great ball, and there's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Towering header. Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power. Threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Looking to play him in. De Ligt. Paris Saint-Germain have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Lerma. Mojica. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a goal kick. Diaz. And he's forced to go back. Mojica. Lukumi. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Yamal. Threads one in. Dani Olmo. Well, that looks a decent ball. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And now the breakaway. Now it's Diaz. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. It's a promising position. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Yamal. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Messi. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now the cross. Impressive job. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Sanchez. Munoz. That's a lovely pass. Tries a shot! Goal! But that is not going to count.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Messi. And here's Diaz. That's good play. That is lovely. Diaz with the delivery.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And here's Diaz. Diaz! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot on sight policy. It's just not working.
And it's half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that was a gem of a half. Remarkable on all fronts. The difference is 2, but still, all things are possible.
Souhaitons tous ensemble la bienvenue à nos joueurs sur le terrain.
That gets us going once more. He's in a great position here. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Diaz. Mikel Merino wins the duel this time. That is good alertness. Suarez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Cafu. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Shevchenko. And it's Messi. And it's Olmo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
James Rodriguez. Diaz. Cafu. Merino. That has been slung wide. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Great vision. Dani Olmo in acres of space out. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
60 minutes played. Tries to play it through. And that has left him in a heap. That's going right the way across. And it's Azar. Dani Olmo, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played into space. Played through for the wide man. Suarez. It's going wide left. Cafu, and it's played forward. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
saved by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Shevchenko being hunted in packs.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Neymar could move up a gear here. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Plenty to aim at here. He leaps for it. Dani Olmo is there, and he can get that clear. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's obvious upset over that challenge. You can see the players face to face. Let's hope this doesn't escalate.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
James Rodriguez! But he's left disappointed.
James Rodriguez is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Serginho. And he shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Keeper has taken decisive action. He'll try from distance. Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Neymar. Into the last 5 minutes. Can he latch on to this? That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
Colombia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Sanchez. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Diaz. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Now there's a fine ball. Crosses it in here. And the keeper beats it away. Here comes another cross. And he can thump it away. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through. Looking for the run. Brilliantly cut out. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Paris Saint-Germain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they crave.